Welcome to CNA Exam Prep. Today, we have 15 practice questions on communication and dementia care. Subscribe now for weekly tests, and let's get started. Question 1. When communicating with a resident who has expressive aphasia after a stroke, the nurse aide should A. Speak louder and slower. B. Use yes or no questions and picture boards. C. Rely on family to interpret. Or D. Avoid conversation entirely. The correct option is B. Use yes or no questions and picture boards. Expressive aphasia affects speech production, not understanding. Using simple yes or no questions, picture boards, and giving the resident extra time to respond helps them communicate effectively without feeling overwhelmed. Question 2. During a fire drill on a locked dementia unit, the nurse aide's primary responsibility is to A. Evacuate everyone to the parking lot. B. Lock unit doors to prevent wandering. C. Move residents to the nearest safe area. Or D. Wait for firefighters to arrive. The correct option is C. Move residents to the nearest safe area. Nurse aides must follow the facility's evacuation plan by moving residents to the nearest designated safe area. Total outdoor evacuation is rarely required during a drill. Question 3. An Alzheimer's resident insists she must leave to pick up her children from school. What is the most appropriate response? A. Tell me about them. What are their names? B. Your children are grown adults now. C. You cannot leave this facility. Or D. Let's call them to see where they are. The correct option is A. Tell me about them. What are their names? Validation therapy addresses the resident's underlying emotions without confronting their false reality. This de-escalates anxiety and allows for gentle redirection. Question 4. Which of the following best describes sundowning in a resident with dementia? A. Gradual worsening of symptoms over months. B. Severe winter depression from low sunlight. C. Sleeping during day and waking all night. Or D. Increased confusion and agitation in evenings. The correct option is D. Increased confusion and agitation in evenings. Sundowning refers to increased confusion, restlessness, and behavioral symptoms that trigger or worsen in the late afternoon and evening hours. Question 5. A resident with Alzheimer's asks the same question for the 15th time. The nurse aide should A. Say the question was already answered. B. Inform the family that dementia is worsening. C. Answer calmly each time as if it were the first. Or D. Give a written card instead of speaking. The correct option is C. Answer calmly each time as if it were the first. Repetitive questioning occurs because the resident cannot retain recent memories. Each response must remain patient, calm, and kind, as the behavior is a symptom of the disease. Question 6. A confused resident believes they are late for work. Using reality orientation would involve A. Going along with the belief to keep them calm. B. Gently reminding them that they are retired. C. Telling them firmly that they are confused. Or D. Locking their room door so they cannot leave. The correct option is B. Gently reminding them that they are retired. Reality orientation involves calmly providing factual information about time, place, and person to help reduce confusion in residents with mild dementia. Question 7. A resident with dementia constantly refuses care. What should the CNA do? A. Report and ask for a care meeting. B. Force care anyway since it is needed. C. Ask the family to come every day. Or D. Keep trying until the resident agrees. The correct option is A. Report and ask for a care meeting. Consistent care refusal requires a care planning response to identify the underlying reason and develop a personalized approach that works. Question 8. A resident suddenly becomes combative and screams. What should the CNA do? A. Restrain the resident's arms immediately. B. Tell them the behavior is unacceptable. C. Step back, stay calm, and call for help. Or D. Force them back into bed to finish care. The correct option is C. Step back, stay calm, and call for help. When a resident becomes combative, the priority is safety and de-escalation. Stepping back creates space, and calm speech reduces distress without turning your back. Question 9. A wandering resident's exit door alarm has a low battery. What should the CNA do? A. Test the alarm every 30 minutes. B. Remove the device temporarily. C. Document and check it tomorrow. Or D. Report to the nurse immediately. The correct option is D. Report to the nurse immediately. A malfunctioning exit alarm creates an immediate elopement safety risk. The nurse aide must report this immediately so the device can be replaced. Question 10. A resident says their food is poisoned and refuses to eat. What is the best response? A. Offer a sealed packaged snack and report it. B. Argue with them that the food is safe. C. Let them watch another resident eat the meal. Or D. Allow them to skip meals until meds change. The correct option is A. Offer a sealed packaged snack and report it. Delusional thinking cannot be corrected with logic. Offering a commercially sealed item bypasses the fear of poisoning while ensuring the resident receives nutrition. Question 11. A resident with Alzheimer's gets agitated and tries to leave the tub. What is the priority? A. Restrain them gently until done. B. Finish the bath very quickly. C. Help them out safely, then calm. Or D. Force them to stay for hygiene. The correct option is C. Help them out safely, then calm. Safety is the first priority. Trying to exit a tub creates a major fall hazard. The CNA must assist the resident out safely before identifying the trigger and calming them down. Question 12. A resident with dementia experiences sundowning around 5 p.m. What is the best approach? A. Restrict the resident to their room early. B. Increase environmental stimuli in the evening. C. Administer a PRN sedative to calm them. Or D. Engage them in calm activities in a lit area. The correct option is D. Engage them in calm activities in a lit area. Managing sundowning involves non-pharmacological interventions like predictable routines, meaningful activities, and well-lit environments to reduce shadows and subsequent disorientation before the behavior begins. Question 13. A resident hyperventilates due to severe anxiety. What is the initial action? A. Leave them alone to calm down. B. Stay, speak calmly, and notify nurse. C. Use a paper bag for breathing. Or D. Give an anxiolytic medication. The correct option is B. Stay, speak calmly, and notify nurse. A calm, grounded presence and encouraging slow breathing are the initial responses to hyperventilation from anxiety. The nurse must be notified to assess the resident for further interventions. Question 14. An Alzheimer's resident keeps asking for their deceased spouse. What should the CNA do? A. Validate their feelings and redirect them. B. Remind them their spouse died years ago. C. Lock their room door to stop wandering. Or D. Show a photo to force them to remember. The correct option is A. Validate their feelings and redirect them. Repeatedly correcting a resident about a deceased spouse causes fresh grief each time. Validation therapy and gentle redirection acknowledge the emotional feeling without repeatedly inflicting the trauma of loss. Question 15. A resident with dementia is pacing the hallways and trying to open the exit doors. What should the CNA do? A. Restrict them to a chair near the desk. B. Tell them firmly that they cannot leave. C. Walk with them and redirect to an activity. Or D. Alarm the unit and call security immediately. The correct option is C. Walk with them and redirect to an activity. Wandering is a common dementia behavior. Forcing them to stop or arguing causes agitation. Walking with the resident ensures safety while gently redirecting their energy to a calm, meaningful activity. Thank you. You've completed all 15 questions. Leave your score in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.